name is Janis Whitaker. My company is J P Whitaker Associates. And what we do is we develop managers and leaders, develop managers and leaders in the workplace. Basically, I'm a management trainer, coach, author, etc. And actually, I'm going to take a little bit of a twist on this tonight. I'm actually going to speak to those of you who are in the job market and what you can do to create presence in social media. And actually, I'd like to change it to more like social networking. I like to use that term more than social media. So social networking. I want you to, only because many of you I've met, I also work a lot with job seekers, and many of you I've met through some of these networking things, talking to me about that you're looking for jobs. So I'm going to address you right now. Those of you that are not looking for jobs, I want you to think of this in the reverse of what you're looking for when you're looking for job seekers. And let me explain first. I wrote a book on teaching managers and supervisors how to conduct professional interviews. In this book and in my workshops, I teach them how to conduct workshops, how to prepare for them. And one of the key elements is that when you're asking people questions in an interview, you want to ask them questions about their past performance, their skills, their knowledge, basically about what it is that they've done in the past. So, tying into that key of having these skills that are very, very important in an interview, and this is why you should be hired, I'm going to now switch that over to your social networking, and specifically LinkedIn. And LinkedIn, and maybe some of you have thought about this when you're job seekers. How many people have heard the 30-second introduction, also known as an elevator speech, and what else it's ever done? It's basically, can you introduce yourself as a job seeker in 30 seconds? Basically, the time it would take to ride an elevator from one place to another. That's the reason why it's called an elevator speech. But in 30 seconds, you should be able to introduce yourself to a potential anyone in your network, to tell them what it is that you do, what skills you have, and why it'd be important for them to hire you. So, LinkedIn, they should be able to go to your homepage and in 30 seconds be able to read on there what your skills are, what job you're looking for, and why is it that they should hire you. I look at it as a 30-second introduction. Not necessarily a complete resume, but maybe a 30-second resume before your resume. Does that make sense? A little 30-second introduction before the resume that tells a little bit about you, some of your skills, your knowledge, and your experience, so that will pique their interest. As Brandon mentioned, people can do searches on skills and things like that, most of the companies. But companies, as you know, recruiters, that you sometimes search for people. Wouldn't it be nice that if you search their LinkedIn or MySpace or wherever it might be, that you saw right in the beginning what their skills were, so that you wouldn't have to search the whole site or read the whole resume to find out if this was someone that you were interested in? So think about this as your branding and marketing tool, and LinkedIn as someone should be able to see in the first 10 seconds or so what it is that you can offer them in the job market. So think of it that way. You are basically setting yourself up so that they want to find out more about you. And I absolutely agree with the gentleman that, all the gentlemen that spoke before me, that make sure that you are specific about what it is that you're putting on there. Brand yourself specifically. LinkedIn is a business site. If you want to put funny, cutesy kinds of things, put it on your Facebook. LinkedIn, you should keep business. You should brand yourself, have a plan. What is it that you're looking for? Who is it that you want to connect with? What groups do you want to join? Make it specific to when a potential employer is looking on your site, that they see that you have a specific brand. I also definitely agree with you need to pay it forward. If you're job seeking right now, don't only be looking and looking and looking for yourself. Find people who are asking questions. Answer the questions. Give your knowledge. Put put your PowerPoint presentation on there, something that you gave in a previous, for a previous employer, if you have permission to do that. Or create another one. Give the information out. Show them what you know. Take place in discussions. Do all these things to show that, I'm not just sitting back here waiting for people to hire me. I'm still active in the community. I still am out there and trying to show my value. You're showing your skills. You're showing your value to people. You want to show them, through your blog or whatever it might be. Again, you want to make sure that you're showing what your skills are and really highlighting them and letting people know that these are the skills that you have. Make sure you update your activities and things that you're doing and where you're looking. And, again, it's the networking. I actually, at this point, my philosophy is the people that I connect with on LinkedIn, I need to know them. I'd say 99% of them, if I saw them in a crowd, I would know them because I met them before. I don't just link to people just because. So for me, that's value for me at this point, and I know that there's people that have different views about that. That's just my take on it at this point. And the reason why for me it was valuable is I had someone I had linked with who was looking for a job. They sent me an email and said, Janis, I noticed, and this isn't the company I'm going to just use this company. I noticed that you know someone at Qualcomm. Do you really know them? And I sent the email back saying, yes, as a matter of fact, I do know them. So he sent me another one back saying, I am looking for a job at that particular place. That is not the person who's hiring, but maybe that person could connect me to the person who's hiring. Would you mind if I sent you my resume? And I said, and I happen to know them. I'm also very picky about that. I did know them. I'm familiar with their skills. I felt happy to pass along their resume. They sent me the resume. I sent it to my connection at Qualcomm. They sent it to the actual hiring person. What a great way to get a connection in through someone within their company who came from, even though it was like, that would be 3, wouldn't it? There's 3. Okay, they're 3 degrees away. And long story short, basically they didn't get on the short list, but they got on the second list. But the point was that they got that close, where he had actually said that he had sent already 3 previous emails and resumes to them and got nothing. And then he found out later that he was the next in line to be interviewed. So he was closer. I wish I could have had a much better. And then he got the job, and then. But you know what I mean. The point is, okay? So job seekers, you need to use those as connections. The most important thing I want to put forth to you is this is your connection to the potential employer. You need that 30-second intro right there. They know what it is that you're looking for, and constantly upgrade, talk about, contribute anything that has to do with showing what your skills are, so that they know that this person has these skills. Show them what you've done on the job, how you've used them, and connect that way. It is all about rapport, it's building relationships, it's having your name out there, and being very specific about how you connect and put your name out into your cyberspace. Okay. So basically, I just wanted to address that to job seekers, to just think about this as an extension of their resume and thinking about that. So those of you, and of course in the reverse, you recruiters, I hope you take the part that you're looking for. You're going to start looking for those skills, knowledges, and experience that you're going to see on their Facebook or on their LinkedIn, so that you can see those are people you're going to connect with. And I'll just open it up for questions, I'm assuming.